In Denver today, opening statements in the defamation trial of MyPillow CEO and President Trump loyalist Mike Lindell. He's being sued by a former executive for Dominion Voting Systems who said he faced death threats after Lindell spread false conspiracy theories about the company in the 2020 election. CNN Tony O'Sullivan is at the courthouse, spoke with the defendant. Here's his report.
Pretty good, huh?
So you're going live on Bannon now?
Yeah. You guys, what we decided at MyPillow, because we really do need your help.
This is Mike Lindell, the MyPillow guy, doing a live promotion for his pillow company on the steps of a federal courthouse in Denver.
We put everything back up there. The My Crosses, you save 50%. We're turning that into resources for this trial.
Lindell is here to stand trial in a defamation lawsuit brought against him by a former Dominion Voting Systems executive. So even when you're fighting in court, you're still doing the day job, promoting pillows?
Yeah, well, I have to. That's my job.
Yeah.
You know, my pillow has been attacked. I got to do commercials every day.
Lindell, one of the country's best-known election conspiracy theorists, is being sued by Eric Coomer.
How dare him come and sue MyPillow? He's a scumbag for doing that. Put that in there. Scumbag. S-C-U-M bag.
Coomer and his former employer Dominion Voting Systems have been the target of election conspiracy theories dating back to 2020.
I have been in hiding in a secure location. I have not been able to return to my normal life since all of these baseless accusations came out.
A right-wing podcaster made a baseless claim that he had heard Eric Coomer on a supposed Antifa call talking about rigging the 2020 election.
And so then Eric responds, keeps speaking, and then someone interrupts and says, what are we going to do if effing Trump wins? And he responds with, and I'm going to paraphrase this because obviously I didn't write exactly what he wrote, right? Is don't worry about the election. Trump is not going to win. I made effing sure of that. Ha ha ha.
Coomer strongly denies being on the call, and there is no evidence that he was. But still, that baseless claim spread throughout the MAGAverse, and eventually, Coomer got on Lindell's radar.
You've been part of the biggest crime this world has ever seen, Eric Coomer.
Coomer sued Lindell in 2022, saying that he had faced death threats and harassment as a result of Lindell's conduct. The moment Lindell was served with legal papers, caught on camera.
What is this? Sir, what is this?
Now Lindell is facing a jury for the first time. If this jury sides with Eric Coomer, will it give you pause? Will it give you a moment where you say, maybe I'm wrong about this election stuff?
Never. I'm not wrong.
Pillows are everywhere in this case. Coomer alleges Lindell used viral online conspiracy theories to drive traffic to websites that in turn advertised his pillows. In the lawsuit it says that MyPillow, I think, made something like $2.5 million through promo codes to do with defaming Coomer and pushing election conspiracy theories. Is that true?
No, we didn't change any of our business model that I've been doing for 15 years. There's tens of thousands of promo codes out there.
Pillows came up in Lindell's deposition.
And I'm not asking about the lumpy pillow calls.
No, they're not lumpy pillows. That's not what they call on, okay? That when you say lumpy pillows, now you're an ass. You got that? You're an ass. Is what you are. He's an ass.
No,
he's an ambulance chasing ass.
Pillows even came up in jury selection. One of the questions for the jury was if they had bought a MyPillow.
Right.
And some people had.
And they eliminated those. The others. Each side can eliminate people.
This must be the first trial ever where the jury pool was selected based on what pillow they slept on.
Yeah, that's good.
And Anderson, Mike Lindell might take the stand here in court as soon as tomorrow. And look, this is his first time facing a jury. Many observers pointing out potentially his first time really facing real consequences for spreading election conspiracy theories. But Anderson, I know today's your birthday. We're going to try bring you back a MyPillow, but some people are saying they're pretty lumpy.
MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, the Trump loyalist who built his business through those infamous infomercials, is back in court over his lies about the 2020 election. Lindell is being sued for defamation by Eric Coomer, a former Dominion voting systems executive, who says he was forced into hiding when bogus conspiracy theories about Dominion rigging the 2020 election led to death threats. Coomer charged in the lawsuit that Lindell and MyPillow were, quote, among the most prolific vectors of lies. Donie O'Sullivan is out front in Denver. That's where the trial is. So he's out there covering it. And he actually spoke to Lindell, which, Donie, is so hugely significant in the context of a trial going on, right? That you would actually be able to get him. You did. What did he say to you?
Hey, Erin. Yes, no great feat of journalism on my part, I'm afraid, if I'm being honest, to get Mike Lindell to speak to us. He is very much using this trial as a publicity tour. In fact, just a few minutes ago, he was live broadcasting on his own online television network, Lindell TV, where actually Rudy Giuliani has a show, and he was sort of walking through what happened today in court. So he's very much viewing this as an opportunity to continue spreading, believe it or not, conspiracy theories about the election. He is still very hung up on 2020. One thing that has been alleged and pointed out in this lawsuit is the allegation that Lindell is profiting from election conspiracy theories, because by driving these viral online rumors about the election, bringing people to websites that then promote his pillow codes. And that's what I asked him about. Have a listen. The lawsuit paints this picture of you making money through election conspiracy theories by these pillow promo codes. Is this a grift for you? Are you making money off of all of this?
I lost everything I had in my life. I worked hard. I'm an entrepreneur, former crack addict, lived the American dream. I had $40 million probably, saved up in all this stuff and was giving it to charities and stuff. When this came about, it's all gone.
So that's what Mike says. And look, this is significant, Erin, because this is Mike Lindell's first time it's a jury trial, facing a jury, to which many observers are pointing out this would be the first time that he could potentially be held truly accountable for sharing election conspiracy theories for years. But as you see there, he's pretty upbeat.
Yeah, and obviously making his argument to you there. All right, Donie O'Sullivan, thank you so much in Denver covering this. And Harry Enten is here now to tell us something we don't know. We know Donie is a very humble person. That's one of the reasons we love him, but he did such a fantastic job there. And he got Mike Lindell to reveal something about himself in what he said, which is why Donie is so amazing. Okay, the hit, though, when he said to Donie, oh, I've lost everything. I had this $40 million saved. It's all gone. It's all gone. The rise and fall of Mike Lindell has been pretty spectacular.
It's been very spectacular, Erin. According to Mike Lindell, get this, by 2023, the number of sales, or the percentage drop in sales for MyPillow, get this, 95%. This used to be a $100 million company, well north of $100 million in terms of sales. He now claims, and back by 2023, that sales had actually dropped, to get this, just $5 million. Now, again, that's according to him. We can't independently verify it. But according to Mike Lindell, this whole election conspiracy stuff really made him take a hit in his wallet and his company's wallet as well.
Which is sort of fascinating, because we look at, Dan Alexander from Forbes was running numbers and saying, Trump's net worth has surged higher than it has ever been before. He is minting money with his crypto and a whole lot of other things. But as for some of those who supported him, who were millionaires or billionaires before, not the case.
No, not the case at all. I mean, Mike Lindell is not the only one who's seen backlash, someone who either owned or was the CEO of a company, right? Obviously, we know about Elon Musk and Tesla, right? But how about the CEO of Goya, who was essentially forced out a little bit after, in fact, he had been backing Trump, right? Or, of course, we know Jeff Bezos at the Washington Post. The sales of the Washington Post, the amount of revenue they have dropped significantly, especially since Bezos tried to change the editorial spin of that editorial page.
All right. So the MyPillow, though, as you point out, it was omnipresent about a decade ago. I mean, it was everywhere like this.
You get exactly what you need for you as an individual. It's amazing. It will change your life. There's nothing like it on the planet. You can be that 1 in 30, Tanya. You take the pillow, you do it like this, you tuck it, and you know what? No more snoring.
Tell us something we don't know, something I don't know about the pillow guy.
You know, at its peak, that infomercial back in 2012 was airing about 181 times. This is me telling you something you don't know, Aaron, about 181 times on local and national television networks back in 2012. It did look quite comfortable, right?
Per day.
Per day. 181 times per day.
I didn't know that.
There you go. See, I did it. Boom.